Was the prophecy forewarned from pages torn by the candlelight underneath the guise of the scorn? From the morning she was born, she stayed true to her form. They watched her rise up to power as they knelt by the throne. The oracles predicted and then carved into stone the scriptures of the greatest one who would ever be known. Her legacy was idolized, the hand became the prize until the night they took her life beneath the black skies. The Christ became the tigers with the flow compromise. Her body emerged as a crescent when she met her demise. For every time that lied and each betrayer who tried, she would take it all in stride cause you could see it in her eyes. The plot thickened from the beginning, so it was told. The majestic and triple woman who would never grow old, wrapped in linens with gold trimmings and the attitude bold, with an empire of desire worth 10,000-fold. Envious enough to shed her blood in the cold, her predecessors never got their chance to console the troubled soul they didn't know and never aware of the kingdom's plan to sacrifice her life with great care. Adhering to the prophecy precisely prepared, no one knew it could be stopped, but no one would dare. The cheers of triumph radiated throughout the lair, her spirit shaped the atmosphere and her breath to the air. Clearly a travesty of a goddess so fair, the clairvoyant told that one day all her people would share. The temple lights to flicker and the lightning bolts to strike, the silent tension shattered all across the land at night. Like shards of glass she couldn't pass, of course she couldn't fight. Some say she knew but didn't escape for fear of who would sight. Yet she confessed the truth was in a letter she would write. Although dismayed she prayed the scrolls would one day see the light. The story couldn't remain until the weight was too great. How could she fight for her life when the kingdom was at stake? Young in age but wise in years, don't make that mistake. Her beauty shielded by her fear until the day it was too late. Every suspicion risen in the attempt she contemplate drove her to hesitate cause they already sealed her fate. And in the late of the night, by the light of the moon, with the blackest ink of papyrus, she had penned out her doom. Adjacent lake like pools of blood they'd all witness soon. The wind was still, but still she felt a chill within the room. Just the thought of futuristic monuments and tombs created in her honor let her terror become true. She disappeared around the corridor but couldn't hide. Cautiously she hit the note unseen by all eyes. Someday it would resurface and the world would realize that her rule had been prestigious but a plan had been devised to strip her of her duties as the empress of that time. The common scene was coming and her reign was to decline. Preparing for the ritual had long since been designed, and it made it even harder for her to keep the peace of mind. Sleepless nights, a will to fight, but courage to comply. I knew she'd never ask it, but she'd always wonder why. As servant and companion, I had no place to pry. I joined her in the temple that night and then into the next life. It's my fulfilling duty and I simply couldn't deny. Still I felt upset knowing that she'd expect to die. We never spoke of the kismet, but still this trust was present. For her it was deception, yet for me the best of blessings. Her strength and her acceptance extended like a lesson. Empress by definition, woman by impression. Left no doubts and no regrets, my peace at her discretion. She drifted off to sleep and there was nothing left to question. Years leading up to this, now the time had come. Facing fears, no tears, she would reluctantly succumb. Heart pounded like a drum because she knew it, she'd become a legend after her ascension to the gods of the sun. Suddenly the sky turned black, the moon's aligned as one. By this time tomorrow her dominion will be done. Side by silence down the corridor we walked, made our way to the temple, then she turned to me and paused. At first her eyes looked empty, her features without flaws. You don't accept the sacrifice, so you accept the cause. The words I heard the empress say made me want to applause. As we reached the ceremony site I stopped at what I saw. Ivory candlesticks will lit the glow that they emit. The stones with ancient script depicted what I simply could predict. Descriptive verbiage of misses on this night her neck will sit. The rooms adore with golden gifts and lotuses were freshly picked. Altar with a knife of flint to take her life, yes this was it. Bit by bit submit to fit, this was the crime that they commit. One soul afflicted with the pain the other couldn't sense. The crowd looked on and how they longed to cheer at her expense. Suspense accumulated as the rite was to commence. Both suburban bloodshed she surrendered her defense. Incense burned my spirit, yearned to pray she went distress. Alas we've seen the rise and fall, the greatest one of all impressed.
This channel is about hip-hop. Nothing but hip-hop. This channel was designed to attract and locate hip-hop heads of the highest regard from all over the world. This channel grows slow because finding the right people takes time. If you are watching this live video right now, it means you bleed and breathe hip-hop. We're glad you're here. You are why this channel exists. Now let's get the party started. Enjoy the show.
So proudly we all stand a severed hand.
That's a huge bitch.
Holy shit.
Hell yeah.
Southern Ireland, the O'Neill clan. So proudly we all stand a severed hand. Got tossed up on the land on the coast of Southern.
Let's get it on.
We got a bunch of songs lined up for you, and just right off the bat, since they're all probably watching, we had a really fucked up thing happen on the podcast. Okay, there's two fucked up things that happened on the podcast. Lady Poetic, what was that song you heard in that horror movie again that Joe posted, the Wiener Bar song?
Yeah,
Tonto.
Apache
Tonto. so that made an appearance in Lady Poetic's life, so that's messed up. But another thing is that for 5.4, we actually had a 3-way tie. That's never happened before in history. That is a holy shit moment. Presto tied Unique One and Forces Unknown. So next week, 5.4, the Made by You, the most requested person, is going to be a 3-way split. So we're going to give them 4 tracks each. Fuck this competition shit. Let's just go 4 tracks each. And keep
4 tracks
keep it
apiece,
simple.
baby. That's
So
how we
next
do.
week we got a mixtape specifically brought for you by 3 of the most the most important people of this channel. You know, I mean, they've been here since the start. So it's gonna be an awesome channel. Presto, just so you know, I noticed your microphone is off. So in case you start talking, it is off, unless you keep it off for a reason.
Thank you.
Because there's no background noise. Ignacio, how the hell are you, brother?
Hey, man, I'm doing good, man. I think I'm gonna need a little recharge tonight. So this is good.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Well, hopefully we move quick and we can have you for the whole show. Joe, how the hell are you, Joe?
Oh man, I was a little under the weather over the weekend, but I bounced back quick, and I'm here ready to rock. Let's get it.
Oh hell yeah, man! It's good to have you
There we
here.
go.
Presto, how are you, brother?
I'm doing wonderful, man. So stoked about the tie. So stoked about this lineup tonight. Let's get it.
How does a tie happen? That's so crazy.
It's gonna be an epic playlist, man.
I'm gonna have to do something special for that. Maybe I'll get some whiskey and get real looped.
Sounds great.
You know, what'd be kind of cool is if we do like a 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? Like, let's instead of like everybody, like we do all 4 Presto or all 4 Forces.
Yeah, no, and that's what I was
one.
thinking. It's funny you mentioned that. We'll get to you in a second, Lady Poetic. Sorry, let's introduce Lady Poetic first. That was her song, by the way. We'll get into that. Hold that thought, Ignacio, because I want to talk about that. Lady Poetic, that was her song, bar heavy hip hop at the start of the song. Where can people download that, Lady Poetic?
Oh, thank you. I think that one is on Reverb Nation or
Reverb
SoundCloud.
Nation.
One of the two or both, yeah.
So look up Lady Poetic and download that. How the hell are you?
Well, doing well. Thank you. How are you?
Oh, very good. I can't wait to hear your Jamal track tonight. I'm excited to hear that's a new artist for me, so I'm stoked.
Great.
But Ignacio, back to what we were saying. I was thinking this is a good chance to encourage these guys to communicate, on their own. Like, why don't we leave it up to Presto, Forces, and Unique to make a mixtape for us with 3 of each of their tracks? That'd be a cool way to celebrate a tie, I thought. Like, and then it doesn't have to be in order. Like you were saying, don't do 1, 2, 3 of each. Do it mixed up, like intermingled. Anyway, we'll talk about it. We got a week to plan that. We got a great show lined up for you guys. Let's get right into it. Glad you're here. The first track of the night is from Presto himself. And me and Presto do a rock show on Wednesdays on my Wilkshake Entertainment channel and on Presto Ernesto's other channel, like our personal channels. Like Presto's Underground is his hip hop channel, Temple of Bars is my hip hop channel. Then we have our own private channels too. So we do this rock podcast on there, and we got to talk about Chad Muska, who's a wicked skateboarder, because we do this section on the show called Skater Punks, where we listen to punk rock and watch skateboarding. And Chad Muska is one of my favorite skateboarders, and I didn't really know this. I think I heard it sometime, but MUSKABEATZ is actually Chad Muska making beats. He's got KRS One on this beat. So this is from Presto. Let's get it right away.
This pick is also a combination from Unique. So this pick is also from Unique One. Me listening to his beats, he has like a KRS One sample at the beginning of all his beats.
Okay.
So at the same time, a Muska, it just kind of clicked. So I was like,
so that was influence.
Yeah. So shout out to Unique
Get your
One.
hands up now. KRS about to show you how. Yo, what's up? Africa Band Bottom, big up. Raekwon, you God. Yo, Benz, what's up? You crazy. Prodigy. J. Rue, what's up with you, Guru?
J. Rue the Damager?
Look, we're gonna do this. Come on now.
A lot of names on that.
Off of your ask yourself, just where am I going? Do I know or am I just floating? Don't follow unless someone's teaching. God's favorite knuckle like on the run eating. Underground style, the style you ain't done yet. I'm DMC and you ain't even run yet. Run, get your tongue wet fast. You got to get off of your ass. As a matter of fact, these rappers rapping be whack. I'm japping, slapping them back with black actual facts. That's natural, Jack. I read a factual map and speed attack from the back. Clack, clackety clack. They train us off of the track, and not only that, I slap the phonies. In fact, I make the money in stacks. I ride ponies and Mac. I'm showing and flowing, no act. Just get off of your assassinations, tricky situations. Musta lived around hustlers under. No wonder a beat hunter.
A beat hunter, I love that.
Ya. Get your hands up now. KRS 111. Get off of your asses to asses and lust to lust. We live in the city where the laws is unjust. Somebody pray for us, cause we not afraid to bust. We read that other part of the book about John the Baptist. They trapped us or trapped you, but not me. Cause I know that I'm trapped, in fact I'll get free. But you don't even know that you on the plantation. Get off of your assistance we don't need, cause we lead independent. Remember it, we plant seeds, watch them grow and watch how I flow. Right, left, right, all day and yes, all night. Watch me now if you want to see how I'll be spitting what's written. Maybe I'll freestyle, but that's all about me. You got to get off of your ass. MUSKABEATZ, we can make it complete. Give me a pair of them new CM802s for my feet, and then you through. I'm crazy, you crazy, nice. They crazy too. I seen you on them skates, kid, I know what you do. You could have had anybody on this album with you, who? But you chose to get Mel, KRS, and Zulu. Then you went and got the woo, but to do that you had to get off of your...
Oh man, I love Chad Muska, dude. Like Bismarcky, Africa, Bambata, Raekwon, YouGod, Melly Mel, Guru, KRS-One, Jarud, Damager, Prodigy, McLight, Special Ed, Ice-T, and Flava Flav. Wow. I mean, Chad Muska, dude, I really like Chad Muska. The reason I fell in love with him is because my mom was a narc, dude. Like, she was hardcore. Like, she found, dude, like, first time I drank, I got caught. First time I got caught smoking a cigarette, I got caught. First time I got smoked a joint, I got caught. Like, she was.
That's your mom's fault?
She was. No, I'm just saying she was an educational assistant. I'm getting to Chad Muska. She was an educational assistant, so she knew all the kids, but she wasn't the teacher. She was like the cool kid who gave out stickers and shit, you know, which was great. But she was on me, and I had to find a way to hide my weed because there was no way I was stopping smoking weed. And Chad Muska came out with this pair of shoes with a little Velcro stash pocket in the tongue of the shoe. And I found out about this in a magazine. I don't know. It was a skateboard magazine. I don't remember what magazine it was, Transworld or something like that, or I don't know what it was. And I got those shoes and kept a little gram in that stash pocket every day. And I never got caught again. Chad Muska. Well, I got caught again, but not in those shoes. She never found in those shoes. So I love Chad Muska. It reminds me of like being back in high school. Like, I wasn't really a hip hop kid in high school. I was more of a punk rocker. But it reminds me of like the kids sitting in a circle, the hip hop kids with a little tape player playing beats and just spitting rhymes in a circle. It reminded me of that kind of old school kind of, you know, grassroots vibe. I'm not sure how Chad Muska got involved with all these like prolific MCs. I don't know how this really came together. But maybe when Presto says his little piece, he can tell us about that. But dude, I can listen to that all day. It's fun, it's easy going, it's easy to listen to, it's bar heavy, but it's still like he's making points, but he's having fun while he's doing it. They're just goofing around. These just guys hanging out. I'm gonna give that a solid 8.5 out of 10. I would love that on the playlist. Ignacio, what are you saying?
Yeah, you know what, I think I might have to echo a lot of what you said as far as the grassroots feel of the, you know, the production and that stuff. It kind of feels like you went over to your boy's house and didn't even know that he makes beats, and he was just like, hey, dude, you want to check something out? And do something on, and you're just like, what the fuck? This is dope. Yeah. Like, what? Yeah. Like, you know, like that's the kind of vibe I get. But no, I enjoyed it. Actually, it was fun. It was a fun track. I think I'm with you on that. I think I'm gonna give it 8.5.
8.5.
Right, yeah, that's cool.
Presto, tell us about this. What's the Muska connection?
Yeah, so Chad Muska got like a deal with Shorties and DC, I think it was. So he got some money, and he literally just paid everybody to make that album. Like he paid with it out of his pocket because he wanted to do it, and it was really dope. Awesome. It was like late '90s when like a lot of those rappers were kind of going out of favor. Like everybody was into, newer, flashier rappers or whatnot. So it was kind of like a move out of left field. Everybody was like, "What?" But then we listened to it, and everybody's like, "This shit's actually dope." So it's just like it's a nice little gem. Yeah, I love it. It's a 9 for me. Yeah, I like the freestyle, free verse kind of feel to it. KRS One's one of my favorites. So.
And is it on the album? Is it like one MC per beat kind of thing, or is there collaboration tracks too?
Yeah, I think the Wu track has like Raekwon and You God,
and Raekwon.
Maybe even someone else. I'm not sure.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Maybe there's another one with 2 on it too, but yeah, mostly just 1 per track. Yeah.
I gotta find that. Remind me about that too, with your sharp brain.
It's a dope listen. Like Special Ed's on it. Like there's some dope rappers on there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, cool.
Okay. Wow.
Lady Poetic, what are you saying?
Yeah, that was dope. That's a fresh beat. I really enjoyed that. KRS-One, right? Another one of the best to do it. Yeah, I mean, this is a solid 8.75 for me. Very high replay value.
And that's like Chad Muska's a pro skater, dude. Like I mean, I can't believe like he was in the punk rock scene. Like he's just like me. He loves punk rock and hip hop. It's the best. Chad Muska's the fucking best. I love having him on the show. Joe, what are you saying?
I really dug it. It was old school as hell. You know what I mean? A really old school flavor to it. I really like surprises when I know who Chad Muska is. You know what I mean? I used to skate way back in the day.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So I was a part of all of that culture and everything. So yeah, until I sprained my ankle.
Yeah, I broke my knee and never went back.
Never skated again after that, man. It sucked. Yeah. But
I did. Oops! I just dropped my fucking light.
It's always a surprise when somebody that you don't expect to make beats makes beats and totally shocks you. Muska did his thing on that. Balthazar Getty is an actor that was in a bunch of movies, and he made a beat for Chino XL, and it was totally sick. But anyway, I liked it. I'm gonna give it an 8.
A solid 8, and the crowd has spoken. We got 9 people watching, plus us 5 on screen. That's 14 people enjoying the podcast, and 100% say yes. That is going on to the next one. Let's get into the next song right now.
Number 1 is capacity, number 2 is intent. I sit down and think. When I write, I can smell the ink. I babble for the desert wall of the Sphinx. The ideas have come from God, even I'm stunned. 1,000 bars from the real iron lungs. This never been done before in history. Poet love yet infinity, yet infinity.
Fighting like habitants of Nordic seas. Eye disease followed with pop rock and heart disease. Thor's hammer in my grammar, rhymes designed not for glamour. You're stammering. North American, African, Mexican, Anglican, Buddhist, Hebrew, anyone's welcome in our crew. Stay true and contract and spread this wordsmith flew. Vikings and faces flew, stiff by skin with loose screws. Into the Atlantic with semantic sail through the Pacific. Keep all the predicate